Welcome everyone to the Elite Advisor Report. I'm Dr. Bob Niederman. I'm here with Kevin O'Brien. Welcome, Kevin.
Thank you, Bob.
We're here to learn a little about you and also about your practice. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about why you're so passionate about working with clients.
Well, Bob, I find that I'm passionate about the work that I do because I've actually seen the impact. It wasn't long ago where I got a phone call from a very stressed out spouse of a client of mine who asked me, please meet her at the emergency room at the hospital almost immediately. Without question, I jumped in the car, drove to the hospital, and met Ruth there in a tizzy over what was going on. I sat with her, tried to console her, but ultimately what we found out is her husband Carl had a major heart attack, a massive heart attack. So I was sitting with her, consoling her, thinking about the length of the relationship we'd had, how close we had become, and realizing that it had been almost 5 years to the day that Carl had retired. I met him. He was a successful business owner running 4 different grocery stores, and I used to stop by to see him regularly, asking him, Carl, how high do you need to stack this before you're ready to retire? He'd ask me, how much is enough? So I explained to him, I went through the process and explained that he could retire almost any time. He saw my work and he said, you know what, let's retire, put the stores up for sale. So we did that. We moved on from there, and while sitting with Ruth, the doctor walks out and says, sorry, but Carl didn't make it. Ruth went in to visit with him one last time and sitting and reflecting on the fact that Carl had 5 good years of retirement because I urged him and informed him and let him understand that he could retire. I felt I had a significant impact there. And that keeps me passionate about what I do because that can happen time and time again.
Yeah, that certainly is true. So, I was going to ask you what benefit your clients get from working with you. You certainly described one. Maybe there's some other ones that you'd like to share.
Well, I think that my clients benefit from making smart decisions about their money. We work very hard at trying to mitigate tax situations, improving the way they handle their investments, bringing in specialists that can work with their legal affairs to make sure that they're dealing with their heirs appropriately, and basically pulling all the pieces together in their financial affairs.
Yeah. So is there a special type of client you enjoy working with most?
Well, I found that in the almost 40 years I've been in this business that I spent half my time working with successful business owners, and the second half of my career was spent with successful retirees. So what we find is that successful business owners approaching or entering into retirement are an ideal group of people for us to work with. They have the most to benefit from.
Okay. What do you value most about your career, Kevin?
I think it's the fact that I can make a substantial impact and live a life of fulfillment because I'm able to work hard dealing with my clients' issues and being of significance in their lives, which lets me live the life that I choose to live.
Yeah. And how about when you're not working? What are you passionate about?
Well, my wife says that when I'm not working, I'm working.
I see.
But community involvement is big in my end of things. I'm the chairman of the local Boys and Girls Club. I'm very active there. I spend a lot of time. And when I'm not doing that kind of work, I'm working around my farm at home, reclaiming this old piece of property, things of significance. But I enjoy family. My wife and I are each one of 8 children, so wow. 16 immediate siblings. There's plenty of travel that goes with that. But I enjoy my little farm. I enjoy actually making wine in Washington State. The travel is a big thing.
Yeah. Well, reflecting back on your career, what advice would you give to other advisors who want to serve their clients' needs very well?
Well, I think that from what I've learned, it's working hard to make a significant impact on your client's life. That alone is rewarding enough and will lead you to an excellent career.
Well, thank you, Kevin. And thank you for watching the Elite Advisor Report.